A backup is usually a server on site or in the cloud that enables a copy of all data, files, applications, and/or databases. It combines hardware and software technologies that provide backup storage and restoration services to connected computers, servers, or related devices. It may also include all Active Directory files and objects, which can be very important in case all domain controllers go offline. Backup solutions should include volume shadow copies for third-party backup programs to properly back up open files so they don't get missed. Backup solutions shouldn't just include Windows servers. We should include client computers as well as Linux, Unix, and Mac when used in an organization. As far as programs and backup mediums go, sysadmins have a lot from which to choose. There are built-in applications free to use in all operating systems. But if you want to use a single source for backup to cover all on-premises resources, you'll need third-party solutions like Backup Exec, Veeam, Commvault, or others. You can back up to a local USB drive, internal storage on another server, a storage area network, or network-attached storage, or cloud storage. Cloud storage will be the slowest and most expensive, but does offer protection against local disasters and keeps the sysadmin from having to change out storage devices when full or damaged. Local storage is the fastest and least expensive, but you need to take some precautions. Be sure to have a rotated offline storage device in case of an encryption ransomware attack, where even the backup device can be encrypted. Another good plan is to use storage that isn't part of the Active Directory network, so the attacker may not even be aware of its presence. Other options include a privileged access workstation, where it's the only device where sysadmins can make any changes to the network, and it's turned off when not in use. A Bastion network creates a separate AD forest and domain, where all administrators are removed from the production domain and replaced with shadow admins that only get activated when needed. Just enough administration is a way to allow each sysadmin only certain admin rights they need, and then the rights disappear when not in use. Restoring data when needed needs to be done carefully to not overwrite files that may still be in use with older data from a previous backup. Sysadmins also don't want to overwrite any production AD objects. Backing up and restoring data is an essential part of every corporate entity in the modern world. Understanding how to back up, secure, and restore data is an important administrative role. Many years ago, backup programs were mainly configured to use a backup tape. Tape was a great invention because it was compact and held a lot of data. You could easily back up most servers on it up to around 2005. One of the downsides was that tape couldn't keep up with storage growth, and the data was in one straight line. A regular hard drive on a spindle can retrieve data faster on a circle using a roving arm to pick up the data. A single line of data means that if the file you want to retrieve is at the end of the tape, it will be a long restoration process. Today, we have evolved past backup tape. For a short period, some sysadmins were backing up to Blu-ray and HD DVD, but those too were eclipsed by the rise of cheap storage. Hard drives as high as 16 terabytes in a single drive can be purchased now for under $300. You can connect a large drive using a USB enclosure and back up directly to it from the server. If speed is more important, you can swap out traditional spindle drives with solid-state drives, also known as SSDs. These cost more, but they're also getting cheaper each year. You can pair drives together in a RAID format with redundancy for very little money into a network-attached storage unit, or NAS. A NAS unit is connected by an Ethernet cable or is wireless and contains a lot of file storage. You connect to it using TCP/IP. It typically has a Linux operating system on it, and you can have local users or use LDAP to connect to Active Directory for authentication and authorization. You can access most NAS devices by either a website or using command line or secure shell. Although a NAS holds a lot of data and is easily accessible, it is fairly slow. That makes it fine for file storage and storage for backups, although file restorations may be a bit slower than most people would like. Another great option would be a storage area network device or a SAN. A SAN usually connects by either fiber or Ethernet. It also has a web-accessed operating system where you can set up permissions and encrypt the data stream if needed. A SAN is the most expensive option, but it's also the fastest and most reliable. You can usually buy a SAN with redundant drives, power, fans, and controllers. You can also use a Windows server and install the iSCSI target role and make it a SAN as well for much less money. You can make a byte-for-byte copy from one SAN to another. SANs and NAS units can be in other geographical locations if needed. This last but upcoming popular storage option is cloud storage. You can use a cloud application and storage or an on-premises backup server that backs up to cloud storage. This can be more expensive than a SAN depending on how many copies of data you keep before overwriting. So be sure to keep track of your costs as backup copies are added. Restoration is going to be slower than any option, however. It can take days or weeks to restore data depending on your internet speed and the amount of data to restore.